What's up, traders? So today in this video I'm going to be explaining the different type of orders we have and how to use them. Without wasting any of your time, let's get straight into it. So the most common orders, or let me list the type of orders we have. Right, we have the limits, we have the limit order. Okay, we have the market execution, and we have the stop order. Right, those are the three main type of orders we have. Right, okay, let me make this black and bold. Okay, perfect. I think that's a big size enough. So we have the limit order, we have market execution, and we have the stop order. The truth is, most people just use the limits and market execution. They don't understand the stop order. Right, they don't understand. And now stop order can be classified into three. Okay, we have, the normal stop loss, which you are familiar with. Then we have buy stop, and then we have sell stop. Okay, now the thing is, most traders never understand past these three here: limit order, market execution, and then the stop loss. You see this buy stop and sell stop, they don't understand what it is. Some have never even used it, and today in this video you're going to understand what they are used for. So with a graphical illustration, let me explain. Now let's say we are trending up, right? We have higher high like this, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Okay, great. Let's change this color to black. Yeah, so it makes more sense. So now this area becomes an area of demand. If you trade the supply and demand, or whatever you trade, right, most likely. So this is your area of demand that broke structure. This was your inducement, whatever the case may be, right? I'm not here to teach strategy in this video. I'm here to teach about orders, right? So now you set your limit order like this, waiting for price to come back. So once price goes wherever it's going and then comes back to tap you in, all you do is you set your limit order right here. That's how a limit order works for the buy. That's a buy limit order, right? We have the buy limit order. Okay, I don't know if I should put that here like this. So we have the buy limit, and we have sell limits. Okay, let's adjust this right back to this. We have the stop loss. Okay, and we have the buy stop here, and we have the sell stop. Yeah, perfect. Great. So this is a buy limit. This is how a buy limit is going to work. Price goes up, comes back, and then taps you in. If it's for a sell, right, let's clear this out. If it's for a sell limit, so that you understand exactly which type of order you want to use when trading. So if it's for a sell limit, we have, the last higher high, and then we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, like this, right? And this is like an area of supply. So this is like an area of supply in most cases, and you anticipate when price comes back to that point right here like this. Okay, this is your entry. When price comes back to that point, you should get tapped in. So if price comes back, tap you in and then sell. So you set a sell limit order here, meaning when price gets here, tag me in for sales. That's right. So this is covered. Buy limit, sell limit is covered. Now we go to market execution. Now in market execution, it is when price is, when price is trending at the moment. to the upside or to the downside. As it is moving, you want to get in instantly, right? You don't want to wait for when price comes to a particular zone. You just want to get in instantly. That is market execution. So market execution will tap you at that current price wherever it is. So let's say price is currently like this and you just want to get in immediately. You get in, maybe put your stop loss right here and just continue riding the trend like that. You don't want to wait until whatever it is. So you get in right immediately. That's market execution. Now let's come to stop loss. Now stop loss order is, let's say you had this area of demand, right? You have this area of demand like this, and then you want to buy. You set your buy limits. You set your buy limits to tap you in whenever price gets back to this area of demand, but you have your stop loss maybe a few pips below it, meaning that if price doesn't respect this area of demand and it breaks through it to the downward side, you no longer want to be in this trade. So most likely this is always going to be a buy limit and then a sell. This is going to sell it out, so it's like a stop loss. So you buy at this price. If this range is not enough to like push price back to where you want, right, you want to take it out. Okay, you want to have your sell limits out of the way. I think that's it. We also have take profit. I don't know where to put my take profit. Should I put it in the limits or should I put it in the stop? Think take profit, right? Let's put it in the limits. Is it in the limits? Yeah, it should be. So take profit, right? CP. So take profit simply means, okay, buy right here, and then when price gets to this point, sell it out. Okay, sell it out, end my profit, get me out of this. So that's why you set your take profit. Now to the most underrated and not commonly addressed type of order is the buy stop and the sell stop. Perfect. So now, what is buy stop? Buy stop simply is, we are used to when price is coming down, right? If price is coming down like this, and price is coming to this demand, right? Price is coming down like this, you set your limit order, right? Now, buy stop or sell stop. Let's start with sell stop. Sell stop simply means, okay, if price goes down past a particular point, you want to enter for sales immediately. How many times have you seen whereby maybe price is coming down, right? And it comes bang like this, just straight down. Okay, it doesn't go back, especially if you're a break and retest trader. I'm looking for, let me give you a very perfect scenario on how buy stop or sell stop works. All right, great. So we have a higher high like this, okay, and then a higher low, and then a higher high that breaks out this high. If you identify that the trend is strong to the upward side, instead of you waiting for price to do this and then do this and do this, look at all this move that the price is taking to the upward side, and you are just there, waiting that, okay, when price comes back to this point, you are going to buy, right? You are going to buy. You can simply enter at this, enter maybe at this break. So you set your buy stop at this point when price is yet to form. Okay, when price is yet to form, let's say it's formed this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, and then you understand that anything that's going to make price to break out of this point, we are still trending to the upward side. You set a buy stop there, meaning once price breaks through this point, you want to be in the trade. So it's no longer like price coming down to tap you, it is price going up and you want to buy along with it. Okay, that's a buy stop. So as price is trending, you buy. So in this situation right here, your buy stop is going to be here. It would not trigger your buy until price breaks through this point, unlike your limit whereby it will not trigger until price comes back to that point. This one, you are buying in the impulsiveness. Okay, so you can set your stop loss slightly below the origin and then keep riding the trend. Okay, that's a buy stop. And then a sell stop. Let's explain a sell stop. Get rid of this. and get rid of this. Just like I explained in the other time. So we have a higher high and then a low that takes out this, right? And then we have another low, sorry, lower high, and then comes down. So now, if you understand that the whole trend, if you understand that the whole trend is bearish on the higher time frame, or whatever time frame it is you're trading, it doesn't necessarily matter, but you want to have a higher time frame for your buyers before your your normal time frame that you execute. You can have your daily for buyers, your 15 minutes for entry, you can have your 15 minutes for buyers, your 1 minute for entry. It doesn't matter. You understand that price is really trending lower, okay, and you want to capitalize on that move instead of you doing this until it gets to a point and wait for price to come back. You just understand that anything that is going to make price break below this low, right, we are having this impulsive move and you want to get in on the trade, you don't want to miss that trade, you can set a sell stop at this point. Remember, buy stop means at this point, buy. This one is if price breaks below this low, let me sell. So you can set your sell stop like this, and then price breaks. Okay, sometimes we use limit order and okay, if it comes back to this point, let me get in. Sometimes price never comes back, it just maybe doesn't retest completely and then keeps going down. You must have seen things like this where price is not even retesting and it's just going down and down and down and down in that kind of situation. And if you were waiting, especially if you trade break and retest, if you're waiting that okay, as price breaks this low right here, it should retest back into this where you set your sell limits like I explained earlier to continue uh tag you in and then sell. You might not get tagged in, but if you used a sell stop, meaning that you understand the trend and then you set your sell stop here while price was still maybe here, okay, if it breaks, you are going to get automatically tagged into the trade. You have your stop loss right here, and then you can keep riding for the lows, maybe to the nearest liquidity or wherever it is you want to target. Okay, that's very important. However, if you want to be using buy stops and sell stops, which I personally use, I love using them a lot, you need to be very confident and understand your strategy properly, and also understand that stop orders would never trigger until price breaks beyond that point. Same way a limit order would not trigger. You see, this limit order will have never triggered because price never went, you know retraced back into that zone. A sell stop also, or a buy stop, would never trigger until we break. So let's say for example we were having higher high, okay, like this, and then we just kept going to the upward side and you set a sell stop at this point, it will never trigger. Why? Because price hasn't broken past that zone. So I hope this video was quite explanatory enough, and if you found any value from it, make sure to do me a favor by hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.